Hey everyone, Chris Hobart here, the Wealthologist. And today I want to talk with you about something that kind of sounds like a plot of a financial thriller. BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, all trying to take on the US dollar's dominance. Dun, dun, dun. Now, before we start building underground bunkers or maybe listening to all the commercials telling us to trade our dollars for shiny gold bars, I want to take a realistic look at this. Let's talk about what's actually happening, but most importantly, how does it impact you? How does it impact me? And the money in our pockets. So let's begin with the basics. First, the US dollar, it's known as the global reserve currency. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying that countries all over the world use it to trade, invest, and settle their debts. Now, why? Well, the US dollar, it's stable, it's liquid, and it's trusted. Kind of like the Toyota Camry of currencies. It's reliable and it gets the job done. Now, BRICS is talking about creating an alternative system to reduce dependence on the US dollar. Well, now that sounds big, right? But here's the kicker. Pulling this off isn't as easy as flipping a switch. First, we've got to talk about the massive disruption of global trade. Think of the financial global system as a Jenga tower. The dollar is the piece holding it steady at the very bottom. Now, if you yank it out without a solid plan, that tower is coming down. The US dollar is baked into absolutely everything, trade agreements, financial contracts, you name it, it's there. And a sudden switch could cause absolute market chaos. Point number two is let's talk about trust and liquidity, because trust is very important when we're talking about global currency. Now, here's the thing. The dollar is not perfect. Oftentimes you hear that it's the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry. But I got to tell you, it's like an old friend because you know what you're getting. Now, a new currency, that's kind of like inviting someone that you just met to move in and be your roommate. Even if they seem great, you're going to be a little nervous. Now, without trust and liquidity, no one's lining up to use the new system. Now, the third point I want to make is about the economic risks for BRICS. You see, BRICS countries themselves, they've got a lot to lose if this goes sideways. Many of them have dollar-denominated debt. Now, if the dollar weakens, it might actually hurt them more than it helps them. Now, imagine trying to dig your way out of debt with a shovel that suddenly weighs 20 pounds more. Obviously, that's not fun. The other thing we got to consider is the risk of retaliation, because we can't forget Uncle Sam. If the U.S. dollar's dominance is seriously challenged, do you think that the U.S. is just going to shrug it off and say, you got us? Probably not. You got sanctions, restricted market access. These are the kind of economic tools that the U.S. could use in response, which could hit BRICS nations really, really hard. And then there's the infrastructure problem. Even if BRICS wanted to switch to a new currency tomorrow, they'd face a Mount Everest of logistical hurdles. They'd need to build new institutions, systems, and trust. And that, again, it just doesn't happen overnight. It's like starting a new streaming service to rival Netflix. Now, it's possible, sure, but easy? Not at all. So what does this mean for you and for me and for our kids and our families? Well, I guess the question is, should you be worried about your dollars becoming worthless? Because we've heard that from different folks when they hear about BRICS. And here's the thing, probably not anytime soon. The dollar's grip on global finance isn't going to vanish overnight. And the challenge for BRICS becoming a global currency, it's absolutely enormous. But here's the real takeaway. Whether it's BRICS, inflation, or the latest TikTok trend, the key to financial peace of mind is staying informed and diversifying your portfolio. Obviously not putting all your eggs into one basket, and making sure that you are asking the important questions and getting the true information behind this. There's a lot of folks out there pushing fear around this concept of BRICS, and a lot of times they're trying to sell you a product. Just be mindful of that. It's your money. Stay informed. As always, I want to thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to the Wealthologist Weekly. And I'm going to see you next week with more tips to help you navigate the wild world of money. Maybe next week won't be quite the movie script we read about this week or talked about this week. But until then, I want you to stay smart, stay informed, and stay wealthy. Have a great rest of your week.